Yo, we are live. We are live. What's up, Kane fans? It's Michael, yo. All right, here's the deal. This is the first time I'm going live on this new platform. I just finished a hamburger, by the way, in case you didn't know. I'm going live on this new platform. So if you can read this, if you're watching this, make sure you hit me up in the comments. We're going to talk about the hate. We're going to talk about the hate. Hey, what's up, Philly Kane? I haven't done one of these lives in a while, and that was on purpose because, I was watching everything go down, was seeing how everything's going to play out. Big shout outs to Gio Milian. He's been popping on my podcast once a week. We've been doing our thing. IMAX. What's up, IMAX? IMAX. So I want to start off with some Cam Ward news, man. Let me tell you, I've never followed a Miami player leaving the program like I've followed Cam Ward. Of course, we know Alex Dono from Locked On Canes. Big shout outs to him. And by the way, thanks for making us your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th listen of the week. Not even of the week. We'll take it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Big shout outs to Alex Dono. But they have a Locked On Titans podcast. And I listen to that thing religiously just because I love Cam Ward so much. That's it. Just because I love him so much. And, of course, X. We go back a couple years ago when Ray, and no disrespect to Ray, hopefully, I love Ray. Hopefully, Ray gets a lot of playing time this year or really makes his mark on Miami. I know he has a lot of competition. It's all good. Competition makes us great. So hopefully it turns out well for him. But, man, I tell you, a lot of people, we can go back a couple years ago. A lot of people are like, well, X is too slow. He's too this. He's too that. And Cam Ward, 4th pass of this mini camp when they officially started. 4th pass through an interception, then went 18 for 18. You understand what I'm saying? 18 for 18. 20 out of 21. His first day. His first day of real camp. Killed it. And guess who was the leading receiver? Guess who caught the most passes? Was it somebody they drafted? No. X. So many people doubt X all the time. All the time. They just doubt X. I don't know why, but people love to doubt X. And he keeps showing people wrong. Man, for the last, I believe, 2 practices, not including yesterday, but the 2 big time where they really scrimmage against each other, X had, I believe, 4 or 3 catches. That was number 1 that day. And then he just came back with 6 catches. I think the dude's going to make the team. And actually, Philly Kane, he's killing it. Can you imagine multiple years? Oh, yeah. If Cam was at the U multiple years, it would have been crazy. Just think. Well, but, I hate to even pretend like that because it didn't happen. I was just think if Cam was coming back next year. But we got Carson back. We good. I'm still skeptical. I'm be honest with you. I would love all your comments. Definitely hit me up in the comments. Look, I think Carson Beck will be ready to go. And I keep hearing this comparison. Well, hopefully we get to 23 back, not to 24 back. Well, you got to understand, and you've heard this before, if you're a real Canes fan, this is a true statement. 2 different teams each year. 23 team was great. 24 team dropped passes all over the place. Number 1 in the country in drop passes. Can't have that. I don't care who's quarterback. If Cam Ward was quarterback in Miami last year and we had the amount of I want to say, hold on 1 second. Let me look this up. Because I honestly do believe, how many drops did Georgia football have last year? I want to say it's over 60, but that number sounded so high. And I was like, that can't be real. If anybody in the comments knows, let me know. But 36. Okay. I'm about to say 60 sounded high. 36 drop pass. 38. Well, I just looked online. 36 drop pass. Can you imagine all the close games we were in, if we had 36 drop passes, now watch me look up Miami and they're going to say they had 36 drop passes. How many drop passes did Miami have last year? Because this is interesting. I'm doing it on the spot. This is live. Leave a comment. I'll give you a shout out. Any questions you want to ask me, let's go. Let's do this. I know I've said it before. I'm going to do this a lot more, but I'm putting things in action. Big shout outs to DraftKings. We got a sponsor for the show. Big shout outs to DraftKings. I'll talk about them a little bit later on. Thank you, DraftKings. Miami Hurricanes have, hang on one second. I'm looking at last year. Miami Hurricanes had 2024, no specific data. So they don't have the drop number on Miami. Anybody know? 15. Okay, Youssef. 15. We have 15 drop passes. Just think if you doubled that and then halved it. I mean, come on now. I don't care who you are. I don't care. If we would have had if we would have had 23 more drop passes, we would have been 4-12 or 4-9 or whatever the record, 4-8. We would have lost 4 more games. Believe that, because it came down to every pass being caught. So I don't want to hear the noise about Beck. Is he going to be 23 or 24, Beck? Well, give the man some time to throw. We'll see. Now, if you said, Michael, I'm wondering if he's going to be healthy. Because we hearing he's throwing, but we ain't seeing nothing. Now, we saw the one video of him throwing, and every time Mario talks, what hasn't been like for a month or a couple of weeks, we're in the off season. Oh, he's a week away from letting it rip. Oh, he's just a week away from letting it rip. Oh, he's a week away. Let me ask you something. If you Carson Beck or you someone that work in Miami, wouldn't you want to show that if he was really letting it rip? I don't know. Maybe, or is he trying to keep it a surprise? I like, why would you keep that a secret? Why would you not show that? Because you don't want the first team, Notre Dame, to know he can let it rip? Is that a strategy? I don't know. I think it's kind of weird. If he was letting it rip, let me see him let it rip. Is that wrong of me? Anybody else with me that's watching this right now? Anybody else with me? If the man can let it rip, why not show him letting it rip? Because him throwing a pass and letting it rip 50 yards down the field, hitting JoJo in stride, how is that gonna hurt their game playing against Notre Dame? But what it would do is reassure the fan base Carson Beck is ready to go. And I know what a lot of y'all are going to say. Mario ain't here to make you happy, and I agree with that. But to quiet all the noise, I don't think it's because I guess I just don't think it's a big deal to let the man rip. Show us letting him rip if he really can let it rip. But my thing is, I don't think he can. And I've said this with Gio, even though Gio said, hey, my sources, he hasn't seen it himself. Or maybe he has, it didn't tell me. But everything is sources are saying. You know what? I don't like sources. Let me tell you, I worked in the press. I worked for, and this is more like pop culture. I work for Extra Entertainment Tonight. Do you know what sources means? Let me break down what sources mean. And Youssef, I'm going to get to your comments. Philly Kane, I'm going to get to your comments. Thank you so much. If you want to leave a comment, just leave it there. We'll get to it. We're going to talk about recruits. We just got Cannon Pickett, Tyson Bacon. We're going to talk about them. I mean, we're making a whole breakfast up in here. And I know a lot of people said Denny's. I don't like Denny's. Give me I'm more of a Waffle House guy. I like when I sit down on a bench, it's sticky. Yeah, we keep it real. Like when you walk on the floor, it feels like fly paper. It's like, anyway, let me get back to what I'm saying. If anybody thinks it's a big deal that Carson Beck is throwing. Now, Gio was on the show, said sources. Let me tell you, I got off track. Let me tell you what sources means in news. I'm talking about real news, entertainment news, all news. Real sources is, it used to be 3 people that can confirm a story. But now I don't think they even go for 3. Like literally, when I was in the news, when I would break a story, I had to get confirmation from 3 very reliable sources. Now I just think anybody can be a source. So I don't know how reliable it is. Dude, I'm not questioning Gio at all. I'm sure his source was like he letting it rip. But we also know, because there are some other blogs out there that take the side of Mario all the time, that they'll hear, oh, he's looked good today. And they'll be like, oh, Carson Beck is back. I don't fall in those traps, people. I don't fall into it. I don't believe in it. All right, Youssef. I wonder if I don't think I can put your comments up here. Yeah, I can't. Okay. I didn't know if I could put y'all comments because I'm using the YouTube app itself. So I can't throw your comment. Beck is going to ball, in my opinion, with a better O-line of 100%. Way better O-line and better running back. Yes, a lot of people saying we're going to rely on the running backs. And I've said this over and over on this podcast. If you listen to my podcast, I've said this over and over. We do not have elite backs. We have great backs. We do not have elite backs yet. A lot of people say Lau can be elite. Pringle can be elite. I hope so. I am not disrespecting any of our running backs. Because you got to understand there's a difference between elite and great, right? Or good. As of now, no back has proven to be elite. Damian Martinez, who I think went in the 6th round, was not an elite back. And he played in front of both of them. And he was more effective down the stretch. I think they're good backs, could be great backs, but they're not elite. So when I hear people talk about our running back room, I'm going, yeah, we got a great running back room. But don't mistake it with elite running back group, at least not yet. Now, they have all the potential in the world. I'm not saying they can't, but as of right now, like when what's the guy that went to Alabama? I can't remember. I mean, the season was a blur. Was it Horton? Was it Horton? Yes, Horton went to Alabama. Horton went to Alabama. And I go, it's not a big loss. It's not a big loss because Horton wasn't elite. He was good. Everybody's like, well, he was going to start next year. Great. Great. A good receiver was going to start next year. But he's not elite. Jeremiah Smith, elite. Isaiah Horton, good. Do you understand what I'm saying? Our running backs, good. Possibly great, not elite. Do not mistake. And that is no dis. Do you know how hard it is? Like 1% of the 1% is elite. You know, maybe in college football this year, there'll be 20 elite players. How many athletes play college football? Probably 3,000-4,000. So that's no disrespect. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. And I hear you. I see what you're saying. I see. To be fair, Rodney P says, to be fair, Brock Purdy got the surgery later than Beck did in December and was ready to start the NFL season. I think Beck should be. I hope he's good. Beck needs to be good. Beck needs to be good. And he will be good. I have no problem. Like, oh, he's missing the receivers and he's not making. Nah, dude. An experienced dude like that, they'll get it. I'm not even worried. If he's healthy, I'm not even worried about it. This day and age, you don't need to be an elite run. You don't. And honestly, let's talk about it, Youssef. You don't want to be, I mean, you want to be an elite back, but you don't want elite carries. You remember back in the day, Herschel Walker and all them dudes would carry the ball like 30, 40 times a game. 20 to 30, 35 times a game. Do you know the players are much bigger, faster on defense? I don't think, there's no way a back could carry the ball 400 or 500 times, 600 times in a year and go to the pros for 3 years in a row and go to the pros and have a successful career. Not anymore. Like Damian Martinez was smart. Like when I was in college football, it was all about ego and starting. And I'm sure a little bit of that is it, that it's still about that. But if I'm a running back, quarterback, yes. If I'm a running back, I'm like, yo, shoot. Just give us all about the same carries. We good. Because I'm a shine when I run, you shine. But you don't want as a running back to get beat up in college when you are getting paid now, but where you could make way more money in the pros, possibly. You don't want to get beat up. All right. So Carson back. Hopefully it's good. Wait a minute, Philly Kane. I love Carson. He is going to. Okay, we read that one. Anybody else? Make it good. Please leave your statements too. Did you see Mario's interview a few weeks back? He said Beck looks better than before. Yeah. That's what he said. That's what he said. He also said during the football season last year, we're going to get the defense together. Okay. I don't care what Mario says. I think any Miami fan, we are done with what Mario said. And I love Mario. He's changing the program. Because I'm the first one to say, all you people that complain about Mario, look at the roster 3-4 years ago. Look at the roster 3-4 years ago. The man is about his business and he's changing the culture, man. I love Mario. But you can't believe what a head coach says behind a podium. Come on now. We all know that. We all know that. What's he going to say? If Beck was hurt, what's he going to say? Oh, man, he's still struggling out there. His arm ain't better. Hopefully he can start the first game. You think if Beck was still, you think he would come out and say that? Come on now, people, stop. Come on. Have faith, my man. I do have faith. Come on, man. Philly Kane. I do have faith. I'm hoping it's true. Dude, let me tell you. I have all the faith. How much faith I got? Miami going to the playoffs this year. They going to the playoffs. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to make a very bold statement. Very bold statement. With or without Beck, I honestly think they would go to the playoffs. I think Miami's going to be that strong this year. That strong. They could have a quarterback, what's his name? Michigan, J.J. McCarthy. You remember J.J. McCarthy? Where it was kind of like they would run the ball, and then they'd be like, hey, we need you to make a 10-yard out pass for a first down, and he would do that, maybe throw like 10 times. Like, you just need a quarterback to throw 10-yard outs. I think Miami's going to be strong, man. So I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, bro. I'm saying Miami's going to be strong. I'm just saying don't believe what coaches say behind the podium because Mario ain't that dude. He ain't that dude. So you know what? It's like I watched enough Mario interviews. He going to give you what you need, not necessarily the truth, because he don't need to tell you the truth. It's none of your damn business. So that's how I say I don't find it as being shady or anything. He ain't trying to make me happy. He's not trying to make you happy. He's trying to win football games. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's get into it. Tyson Bacon. So we got OJ, we got Bacon, we got Pancake. Hopefully Pancake can get on the field this year. We got a whole breakfast going on. Waffle House. I know a lot of people said Denny's, but you know me, I'm a Waffle House guy. Now let's talk about him. Hoover High School, Alabama. Dude, 6'4", 260, 70 pounds in, from what I'm hearing, because I listen to Alex Dano all the time. His coach is saying he could be like in the 290s by the time he gets here, which is awesome. He plays edge, 4-star recruit, but I'm hearing more he's a 3-star, but who cares about stars? The stars don't even matter. You remember when I was growing up in college, it was all about money. If that school had money, they would pay for stars. So let's be honest. Previously committed to Tennessee, decommitted in April. Now, this is what's more impressive than stars to me. And please, if you know more facts about Bacon, jump in the chat. Because like I said, this podcast is more about opinion, not about like the actual breakdown of players. I don't really do that. I just tell you what I think. But this, more than stars, kind of blew me away. He committed over Miami, over Georgia, FSU, and Ohio State. Now, to me, that's bigger than anything. That Ohio State, FSU, and Georgia were after him. So no matter if he's a 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, 4-star, 5, I don't care what star you are. It matters what schools are trying to get you. That's what it is to me. Now, if we get a player and you hear that, oh, you know what? Missouri, FIU, no disrespect. Kansas, we're in a run-in with those schools. And then I'm like, yeah. And I never disrespect the player, but I'm like, okay. I pretty much know, not even knowing the stars, what star rating he is. Like if Kansas was in the running, Missouri, I know they get some players. They were in the running for Jackson, Cantwell, because he's from there. But let's say it's those two schools in Miami. I'm like, just guessing, not even seeing the player play. I was like, oh, he's like a 3-star. He ain't gonna be a 4-star. Ain't gonna be a 5-star. But to me, stars don't even matter. All right. What you got, Philly Kane? Look at his offers. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said, Philly Kane. Look at the offers. Now, I'm excited about that. We build in the trenches in Mario. That's what I love about this man. It's all about them trenches. Because how much in the past, Manny and before him, it was all about specialty players. Oh, yeah, they were fast. They were great, but they didn't have any blocking. Mario's like, we're going to build this. It's going to be solid as a rock. Yeah, we building it. We building that O-line. We building that defensive line. Now, let's be honest. There are a lot of questions about the defensive line still. We all know that. I think Bain and Akeem Mesidor can be defensive tackles sometimes when they speed rush. I don't know what the package is called, but when they just going all out for the quarterback, they're going to be moving people all around. But what I love, and we'll see it in play, Heatherman, I think he's about that business. He ain't about show. And what I love is the players, they sound like they know what they're doing. I think we'll see a lot less. And Gio, you know what? Gio, big shout outs to Gio. He gave me a shout out on the Alex Dono show not too long ago. And he said, Michael Yo is the one that said Miami's defense looks like the Spider-Man, where they all pointing to each other. You know, like, no, you got it. No, you got it. No, you got it. You got it. Yes. I said that when I was talking to Gio, because that's the way it looked like to me, you know? All right. So now, of course, you know we got Cannon Pickett. We got Cannon Pickett, father Booker Sr., brother Booker Jr. Both played for the Miami Hurricanes. One's on the team. One is a legend about that business. He was on the team. And it's just good, man. And like I said, I listen to Alex Dono every day, man. I love Alex Dono. He's in Italy right now. But it was so cool. If you missed it, he actually interviewed Cannon Pickett on his show. And I told you this from the beginning. You will never hear a player on my show unless they're an ex-player. Because to me, you're never going to get – and the interview was phenomenal. And I'm not disrespecting Alex Dono at all. But I feel when you play for the school, you go into the school, there's only so much you can say. Like, I like to interview the people after they leave where they can say whatever they want. And they can give you the real story. But, man, Cannon Pickett, man, and Alex Dono got to share that experience with the truth teller. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Hey, but truth teller, you remember when you said we were going to get DJ Pickett? I remember that. You were 100% confirmed on that show we were going to, and then what happened? I love you. I love you, truth teller. But that was a lie. That was a lie. All right. So, I mean, let's talk about Cannon Pickett. This dude, is this right? Can somebody please hit me on the comments? Is this right? This dude is 6'4", 320 pounds. Is that right? What? How? What are they feeding? What are they feeding? See, let me tell you something. If you don't believe the U.S. is putting steroids in food for everybody, women are growing up faster, dudes are growing up. I was at Bishop Gorman today. My son is playing basketball. He's 8 years old. He's at a basketball camp at Bishop Gorman, and their football team is training in it. First of all, Bishop Gorman facilities are better than most small college football teams. I mean, and their coaches, big old Samoans, boy. Woo! I mean, it looks like a program. They all dressed up in the Bishop. I mean, it. I understand why they put out so many players. That gym, I walked in that gym, I thought I was in Lifetime. I was like, what is this? Can I get my membership here? Can I get a membership to this gym? Because this gym is amazing. Yeah, man. Dude, I don't know what they feeding these kids, but man, 6'4", 320, building them trench. You remember, here's what I love. I'm trying to keep this under 30 minutes. Somebody tell me how long I've been going. I don't even know how long I've been going. How long? Okay. Oh, I got 5 more minutes. Because I told my wife, I said, baby, I'm only going to do this for 30 minutes. She's like, you gotta go back to Bishop Gorman and pick up our son. I was like, all right. I only got 5 more minutes. But Cannon Pickett, man, I'm so excited. Anytime you get legendary players, you know what I mean? Legacy players, it's an amazing thing that they stick around. And I don't care if legacy players leave either. Like, you people get mad, like, whoa, he's from Miami, so we can't even get. Shut up. Just shut up. Just stop. Let the kid go where they want to go. This is the thing. If they don't want to play for the U, they don't need to be at the U. Okay? Like, stop getting mad. Just be like, all right, we don't need them. If they don't want to play for us, don't. Like, I've never stressed. This is one thing you will never. Hey, what's up? Kermit Russell? Kermit? Like the frog? Kermit Russell? Okay. Anyway, this is one thing you will never, ever, 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 hand to God, hear me complain about is losing a player. I don't care if they from South Florida. Well, we need to keep South Florida. No, you need to keep the right ones. And if you can't get some, all right. Like, if they don't want to play for Miami, why you want players here that don't want to play for Miami? Well, the coaches aren't doing a good enough job of recruiting. If you don't think Mario and his crew, I mean, if it's not proven yet that this man and his crew know how to recruit and they're not doing everything they can and the player still wants to leave, let them leave. You will never hear me complain about a player. Go get yours. Jeremiah Smith, he told Miami staff. Gio told me he told Miami he was coming to Miami the night before and changed his mind. And then you go, well, we need to keep players like that. Yes, he's a beast. He's generational. But if you don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. Maybe Miami should have been better in the past and put more receivers in the NFL. Maybe you would have stayed. So why don't we win first on the field before we complain about losing players? How about them apples? All right. FS1 Kane. I live near Gorman. He can hang out here. I'll make sure he Yes. Oh, by the way, I was at our mall in the area I live. I met a dedicated fan of Comics on Canes named Mike. What up, Mike? I got to tell you something. I got some exciting news, man. This thing, we're about to build even more content for you. I'm so excited about this. But first, I want to go over a couple things. Big, and I think it's still accurate. Let me go through it right here. I think it's still accurate. I want to make sure I'm right. But we have some visitors. I mean, the main visitor we have coming this weekend is, oh my goodness. What's his name? I had it. See there now, I'm mad. What's his name? The receiver that's coming this weekend. Calvin? Yes. Calvin Russell. That's the one. We're going to get him. I feel it. We're going to get one of them. It's going to be Cooper or him. We're going to get one. We're going to get one. And I feel really good. Because here's the thing that's different between Mario recruiting and everybody else that was at Miami. Every player that's leaving has glowing things to say about their visit. It's not like, we kind of liked it. No, I love this school. I mean, they don't say they're not going to come, but they go, man. And what I love is all about family. And Mario is building that. So, man, I'm a believer, man. We're going to the playoffs this year. We're going to the playoffs. And like I said, my goal for this podcast, please subscribe. Please make it bigger. Because I'm going to throw the biggest, because I live in Vegas, I'm going to throw the biggest Miami Hurricanes party in 2027 when we open it up against Utah. So we got this season, and we got next, and then boom. I'm going to throw a big party for us, man. I'm going to throw a big party. Also, Miami Hurricanes fans, I'm going to the Notre Dame game, and I'll be at the Dania Beach Improv August 29th. And I got to let you know, I've been talking to Gio, some other people. We may do a live podcast before my comedy shows. Drop it in the comments if you look. I want to gauge your interest. Drop it in the comments if you live in South Florida or surrounding areas and coming to the game. Could you be at a live podcast showing 5:00 on a Friday, or maybe 5:30 on a Friday at Dania Beach Improv? We'll do it. We'll have some food. We'll bring players in. We'll do a live podcast. We'll stream it live. We'll let you guys ask live questions. Is that something you think you would do? I'm trying to talk to Gio. Gio's trying to confirm it. But like all the money All the money, it would be free. We don't even want admit. We just want people to come. Is that something you would be interested in? We ain't even charging cover. I mean, you got to pay for your drink, so if you order food, but me and Gio are talking, and we'll call it the Gio and Yo show for that day. Maybe Amon Richards will stop by, but our thing is, I just wanted to throw a place 2 days before the game, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, 2 days before the game, where all the Miami Hurricanes fans can come, get in for free, don't worry about the cover, and we just talk Miami Hurricanes football and celebrate this new season. If that's something you would be down for, August 29th, Friday in Miami, Dania Beach Improv, 5:30. Just leave it in the comments. If enough people are like, yeah. Like, honestly, let me tell you, and I always expect the least and hope for the best. So I was talking to Gio. I go, if 20, 30 people come, it's a success for me, because that's 20 to 30 people that absolutely love Miami Hurricanes football, and that's who I want to be around. We're going to have merch there. We're going to have all kinds of giveaways there, and it's free to get in. I mean, I would love to see you there. I would love to see. We need a Vegas Canes fan. We do need a Vegas. Okay. Because every time I ask the boards, where do Miami Hurricane people in Vegas hang out to watch games, I get the same answer: strip clubs. Y'all trying to be funny. Like, is there enough Miami Hurricanes people in town in Vegas where I live? Because I'll rent out a spot where we can all get together every weekend to watch the game. We'll decorate it. We all pitch it. Well, I'll spend the money on the decorations, but y'all got to help out putting that stuff up. Maybe a couple balloons, some little, I don't know. I just want a Miami Hurricanes base in Vegas, that if you ever visit Vegas, these fools are going to be in this building at this time watching this game. That's all I want. All right. I got to go because I went too long and my wife is outside the door. I hear like, you say you're going to pick up our son. You say you're going to pick up our son. Okay. I gotta go. Love you guys. I had so much more to talk about, like all the visitors this weekend, all the people that committed, but we'll get to that. I'm gonna do this more. I got another. So I'm doing another show tomorrow. Put your alerts on, because I'm bringing a bet expert in, and he's gonna talk about all the college betting. And he's from Fox Sports. It's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna have some big celebrities on, not celebrity, big players on. Like, we got some stuff. Big shout out to DraftKings. This is what I need you to do. And the last thing I'm gonna pimp DraftKings. And I know you've heard the spots before, but I need one person, just one person a show. I don't care who you are. Sign up, spend $5. If you win, you get $300 in credits. They upped it from $200 to $300. And all you got to do, you have to use my code. It's YOBET, YOBET. That's YOBET. Just need one person. Just need one person a show, and that's all I ask. I never ask you for money, even though you guys do leave some money sometimes, and I appreciate that. Everything I make on this show goes back to the show. And reason why we got DraftKings is because you guys came through. So most of the money, 90% of the money, gonna go right into the podcast. That's why we're expanding it. We're expanding it because of you. But one person a show, just sign up. Even if you already got an account, sign up for another one. Use a different email. You make your wife an account. But use the code YOBET. Spend $5, get $300 in credits. If you win, you got to win though, all right? I will see y'all next time. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. It's all about the you every single day. And like I say every time, Alex Dono, big shout outs to you, man. Love that. Gio, Million, and everybody else out there that listens. Thanks for making us your 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th listen of the week. I'll take it. Subscribe. Love you guys. Later. Peace.